Okay, in the video on today's topic, we're going to be talking about the most devastating Oklahoma tornado in history besides El Reno in 2014. Yes, and that is the 1999 Bridge Creek Moore F5 with 31 fatalities. No, 36 people, killing 36 people. Covered 38 miles during its 85-minute existence. It was better than hope. As you can tell by this picture, it was a wedge tornado at a peak width of 1.4 miles wide. At a peak width of 1. We had a max width of 1,760 yards. A path length of 38 miles, 61 highs, winds 321 miles per hour, 517 kilometers an hour, 75 feet in diameter. How wide was 1991? It was a 1 mile wide, just devastating. EF5. It started off as an EF3 or F2, then rapidly gaining strength, and became very deadly. The thing about the 1990, which more that people probably ignore, is the fact that its wind speeds shouldn't have exceeded over 200 miles per hour, or exceeded over 250 miles per hour, considering it was a wedge tornado, only a mile wide tornado. And considering it was that strong, it was still that strong. Considering it shouldn't have been that strong, because back then it was the 1999. It was a part of the 1999 Great Plains tornado outbreak that the storm formed over Chickasha, Oklahoma City, and Wichita. That was producing a serious supercells. Here's a radar example from 1999. You can see in Yukon it's fine, Bethany fine, PWA fine, The Village fine, Nicholas Hill half green, half yellow, Mustang fine, Tuttle fine, Newcastle fine, Norman fine, Hall Park fine, Cleveland fine, War fine. But in this red area, Oklahoma City, it was all bad. This is a tornado when it was in the velocity. The thing that makes the Moore 1999 Bridge Creek Moore Oklahoma tornado so interesting is that the only tornadoes that we've seen with 300 mile per hour wind speeds are Blue Rock, Texas tornado, Xenia, Ohio, 1974 outbreak tornado, Bridge Creek Tri-State tornado, and the last tornado that occurred in 2024. The 2024 Greenfield El Reno and the 2024 Greenfield Iowa EF4 wind speeds over 302 miles per hour for 318 miles per hour. It's surprising that El Reno and these other tornadoes have 300 mile per hour winds, considering them, due to the fact they were recorded with good quality and good, and the Doppler on wheels radars really scanned them good, so they obviously deserve a rating of an F6 tornado. For example, El Reno deserved the F5 rating due to its width and strength and speed. But here's the thing: there's no official EF6 or F6 rating due to it being nearly impossible to have that rating. So they just left it out. they left it out of the Fujita scale. And the Fujita scales, the crazy thing is the Fujita scale is never meant for tornadoes anyways. It was meant to check on hurricanes. But the 1999 Bridge Creek Moore F5 scar is still visible. A circle, straight, where those black circle areas are. The mark is still visible to today. If you look at some of the pictures, you might think, oh, well, it looks like almost, some people might think, oh, it's way bigger than, it looks way bigger than the Lubbock, Texas, or bigger than Xenia, or Greensburg, Kansas. Maybe because you're right. Greensburg, Kansas was 1.7, but they're 1.4 miles wide. No one really talked about it, except for a few YouTubers, Kelton Henderson, Tornado TRX, and some of the viewers who know about tornadoes and storm chasers. Most powerful tornado in history. But if you go on Google and search 1999 Bridge Creek Moore tornado damage, these photos right here show exactly how the damage did from the tornado. Queen homes being swept off the foundation. It's just speechless how such a strong supercell produced the most infamous modern tornado in modern tornado history. Well sweep foundations at EF5 strength. And a year earlier, a few years later, another tornado hit the 2014 Moore, the El Reno and the Moore tornado hit Oklahoma. Oklahoma in the Midwest is the main spot to get hit by tornadoes due to its rural farmland and its warm, moist air. By the way, you might be asking, is this a truck? Yes, this is actually a truck from the tornado that got wrapped around the pole like a blanket and got mangled. Here in Kentucky, we have a similar storm. You might have heard of the EF4 that hit Somerset, Kentucky. I survived it. I wasn't a victim of it, but I survived. That guy wasn't injured. I was perfectly fine. I was just like, when the storm's gonna end? I'm trying to figure out. The thing is about the Oklahoma tornado, the Moore, Oklahoma Bridge Creek tornado, is that the fact that it destroyed most of the area is just shocking, considering that the tornado had over 250 mile per hour winds and with that much devastation to the areas. And it was deadly at the time because it held the record for the deadliest tornado until it got surpassed by El Reno or Greenfield, Iowa. And before it surpassed Xenia and the Lubbock, Texas tornado. And it's surprising because the Lubbock, Texas tornado was a deadly EF5. But anyways, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it.